Fortnite Season 4 has been pleasurable for the most part, mainly because it's somewhat a return to normalcy. The feeling I got last season of, holy shit, this is utterly broken, what the f am I playing, doesn't plague my mind and well-being this time to that degree, which is honestly a good start. And with that in mind, let's go through my annual check-in of the season with its base attributes and cringe attributes. Listen, I've always liked Lavish Layer, but after Oscar f***ed off in Season 2, there's like no reason to land there. Plus the layout was always kind of shitty anyways, with the cramped floors. It wasn't really optimal to navigate, so it being replaced by Doomstat makes for a positive map change. From what I've experienced, this POI is very open yet has a decent amount of loot. The Raft is interesting, too bad Pleasant got replaced, rest up King. My drop classy Courts on the other hand almost got purged, but only got slightly redesigned, so I'll count my blessings I guess. These new areas are vibrant and reminiscent of Chapter 4's art style, which is honestly refreshing because this entire chapter tried being realistic with graphics and shit. Like bro, go play Tarkov. The biggest positive change is this Disneyland ass castle shit with the evil green guy. I can gush about this POI all day long, but my two key points are, one, it replaced a dry and empty area, which is always good, and also this. Steamy Stacks walked. Strutted that red carpet so Castle Doom can run. Medallions this time are actually kind of based. And like, this is what they should have been when they broke away from giving shields in Season 1. Like, abilities that don't give you mega ultra powers, just passive shit. Siphon doesn't help you win a fight, it's a reward after you win a fight. The scanning shit isn't too OP considering it's essentially equivalent to hiring an NPC who has the wall hacks. And I guess you can count this as the giant advantage, but I honestly don't see it as a big deal since it's only once in a while, and plus you're marked on the map. And the invisibility medallion.
This is such horse shit.
Some of the loot pool is very strong. The Han Solo pistol and the AUG are fucking awesome. I've always been a fan of the AUG since Chapter 2. Along with the AUG, the AR selection is actually really compelling compared to last season. Isn't it great having options that aren't shitty? I'm not exactly in favor of this, but I can definitely see the SMGs being nerfed at some point. That's just what I'm predicting. I know it'll happen. The mythics serve their purpose of adding an engaging twist element to gameplay as always, and that's great. And I think in pubs, Fortnite should experiment as much as they want to. In some instances, these can be kind of annoying, and yes, it's frustrating to die by, but I will say at least it requires some finesse and some skill compared to cars when having to dodge and boost. You're exposed in the air and whatnot. The cars, you are protected aside from the windows. I think whatever they do in pubs shouldn't be a problem. However, on the flip side,
What the hell is even that?
I don't know why Epic just can't wrap their head around this idea. It's genuinely insane. The War Machine arsenal shouldn't be in ranked. You are basically a mech. Pubs can have it, that's fine, but not in ranked. I know War Machine's arsenal isn't in tournaments anymore, but still. It's like those experiments on mice when they try to eat the cheese, but then they get shocked over and over again, yet they still try to eat the cheese because they don't know how to learn from their mistakes. That is literally Epic Games. The Hyper SMG's return isn't something I'm stoked about, especially when the Thunderburst got vaulted, as well as the Hammer pump staying. The new lever shotgun is kind of shitty, and I've used it a lot, but the problem stems from the fact that the Gatekeeper will always reign supreme, so why shouldn't I use it? I think they should have swapped the pump with the combat, or at the very least have the same shotgun loot pool from last season, but I know neither options would have sat well with people because I know there's at least 7 people on Earth that actually would have been mad if the Hammer got taken out. It's a lose-lose situation, I guess. I know some mythics have been tweaked already, and I think that they were needed. I already know people are pissed about the nerfs, and I just want to say, I don't want to hear shit about how it's comp players' fault again. It's not. It's Epic. They chose to nerf shit across the board instead of splitting the loot pool. Take your anger out on them. The season seems promising. If Fortnite plays their cards right and face their fears, they can actually end Chapter 5 on a high note, which isn't really hard to do at this point, but that's not to say that seasons won't have their bumps along the way, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to hold you any longer. I'm going to play this shit some more, and you should too. Use this code if you like me. If you don't, that means you hate me. Remember to stay based and valid, have a wholesome day, and fly away today.